Kia ora, hello! How are we going? Welcome to Fate of Isen, Pukapukurua, Book 2. We are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast made by a bunch of Kiwi comedians, proud members of Kiwi RPG, Kiamu Whakatau o Aotearoa, and we are tabletop role-playing from New Zealand. We kōrero paki. We tell some jokes, and we hopefully save the world, but that remains to be seen, honestly. But we do have a whole lot of fun along the way. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Watch Amy for pinging episodes. Hello, Julz, is what she said. Great. I don't think that's a pinging issue. We're good. I like that my notes literally just have watch Amy for issues. And I struggle not to say it because it's just in the line. Anyway, if it's your first time joining Isen today, welcome, kia ora. And for all of our Fadies coming home, it is really good to see you here again. It's been way too long. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but it's still been way too long. I missed you. So we have a whole cool story to tell today, and I've got my wonderful cast of heroes to help me tell it. So take it away. Let's meet the Sidebars.
What it is, Internet? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's your boy, Severin, back at it again, playing Dexter, Clementine, dice stacking and plan lacking. So go figure out what we're doing here. We're gonna do the best. Here's the thing. Okay, I can't make this clearer for you guys. He is a monk, and so it's like monk, like having the traits of a monk, not like Monkey the animal. When I say he's a monkey boy, he's not Jules, no. It's not like that. He's not simian in any way. He's just like a monk, and he punches, and he has a good time.
I don't know.
Oh, the dice stack! This is what your monkey business has done to me. I will safely put them back in my dice container and move on to the next person.
Oh, hey. I'm Erika. I play Taryn Grimm. And she's a water genasi sorcerer, and we fully got La landed last week by the mistaken accidental result reveal of us coming third again in the Air Kingdom. Oops, all thirds.
Were we third or second?
Well, we were third because we didn't move, and then we were third in the dress battle, but we did move. That's why we got there. But yeah, it's gonna be good. What are we gonna get up to? I don't know. Audience didn't want us to progress the story. This is what you guys got. This is what you guys got.
Yeah.
Kasia.
Sorry, audience. No more story.
We're just gonna disappear.
New characters. This time, actually a monkey boy. There's a race. There's a race in D&D. It's a little bit problematic with this one.
Right. As usual, nobody lets the old lady speak, yeah? But I feel younger. I feel sprightlier somewhat. Hello, this is your favorite granny. I am a half-druid, very free and unattached lady who is currently on an adventure, and that's really it. And I've lost a lot of people recently, like my audience, so who the hell are you? Who is that? Jules? Could you explain? Like, who is that? Anyway.
I mean, technically, Granny wouldn't know who I was at all. I'm
what?
The narrator in the sky.
Yeah.
Are you the big people in the sky?
Are you the big people in the sky? Like, we were running around looking for you this entire time.
Where have you been?
Rude.
So, yes, hi everybody, I'm DM Julz. I'm your DM for Book 2. Very excited to be here. Very excited to be, well, you know, sometimes the story goes how you don't think because you throw things to the audience and it's good fun, actually. I really love it when we get an audience interacting with a story and changing the direction. I think it's very fun.
Not everyone does, though.
And I'm really, really stoked that the Fadies out there determined the course of what happens next. It's very exciting to me because right now, caves are walking into, or shall I say caves, are walking into a private meeting with the ruler on high of the Sky Kingdom to ask him for something they want. I mean, that is fascinating.
What if they want it more?
what is going to happen?
Maybe
next?
the competition isn't over. Just
We
saying.
find our way through.
We should have Cloud Kingdom's Got Talented harder if we were
Yeah.
the audience, man. Like,
I mean, to be fair,
it is what it is.
Is
I
there
like
another
to think-
competition that we can enter?
I like to think that Seriously Funny was a seriously good candidate for a win.
That's
But,
fantastic.
He was both a beloved NPC and a most hated NPC, so I think the audience
Polarizing.
was very divided on him. So, but
That's show
currently,
business to be.
yeah, currently you do find yourself in a big old blown off the stage pile with the various other participants of the Eriseth Festival talent show, because everybody got booed off the stage with a big old gust of wind as you sort of swept from the stage before Mike did his little wee dance on the stage and then went crowd surfing, which is pretty much where Mike is right now, because he's not walking in the room with the rest of Caves. He's just out there just enjoying his best life right now. And you guys are all sort of crumbled in a pile behind the stage, back with all the sound equipment and stuff, and you're sort of just lying there as you got swept away. And honestly, my question to you is, what now? Because I don't know.
From memory of last session, Taryn, didn't you do some like wind elemental magic?
Yeah, you
Maybe
guys
we just
didn't-
kind of float.
We're still standing. We're looking pretty good in this pile. Everyone else in a pile at our feet, and so we look pretty.
Oh, so
pretty
you're
good.
standing on everybody else. Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah.
We're standing and then everyone's like around us. Like,
Yeah. It's like power pose where you have the crumpled sort of like defeated people at the feet, but we're still standing.
And we're singing the song.
That song,
yeah.
Yeah.
which I can literally see the gorilla playing the piano.
Isn't it the drums?
No, that's the rubbish bin. Anyway,
Again with the monkey boys. I tell you, he's not. No, you know, legitimately, I'm happy for this to play out. I think Dexter's gonna like brush himself off a little bit and then just turn to the other two like, what do we do now?
I don't know. Let's party, I say youthfully.
yeah.
Granny,
Okay,
are you
Granny.
okay?
Also,
Never
right.
better.
Zephyr is like, yeah, Granny, let's go! And she's giving you like big high five, like, let's get our party on.
You know what, Granny? I'm on board.
Yeah, so we run to where the party is, looking for drinks.
The party runs to the party.
And honestly, like after the big show, like people are sort of, you know, there's like definitely always been bars and things set up all around the space with like food and drink that you could get. You guys were probably too nervous or you know, too worried about the competition to get that stuff before, but now everybody is thrusting drinks and food at you, and they're all clamoring to talk to you, right? Like all these people that have been here, all the nobles, all the like the blessed commoners that got invited, you know, like you can see all these different sort of shades of people all here invited to celebrate the festival of Eriseth, and they're all just like really excited to meet the Sidebars, who like presented this great dress and did this whole show, and then they want to talk to like the heroes of the wearable arts, you know, show. Like they didn't realize it was you guys, so now they know it's you. They're like adding 2 and 2, and there's hype happening. So like you find yourself kind of in the middle of this very excited party that is gathering, and there's musicians set up, there's music pumping, there's drinks flowing, like, so you're kind of getting to that point where you're starting to go, yeah, you know, you're not really sure what anybody's kind of saying, but it's a good time, you know, like that's kind of where it's starting to amp to. So what are you guys doing in and amongst this? Like, how are you reacting to these people who all want to talk to you? Are you stoked? Are you like, ooh, this is too much? Like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, well, I could go on, but I'll let the others, because there's stuff in the background you guys are not prepared to see from Granny.
Granny's doing some
Granny's
hard
going
drugs.
wild.
Yeah. There is body shots, there is... There's Zephyr and Granny are like, you know, doing a sexy dance together. It's super...
Wait, I want to know, who are the body shots off? Are they off Granny? Like, is Granny doing the
Important
offering
questions.
the body? Or like,
Are they floating in a cloud person?
Are you
They're actually on a
finding
cloud
various
person.
people? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's like fascinating because you pour alcohol into a cloud's belly button
Yeah.
And it stays.
And make it rain.
Yeah. They can, like, they show you, they can kind of drop it through, but then they can sort of push it back up again. So it's like a whole fun, like,
so you're
show.
like, you
so
put
they
your
can kind
mouth
of go,
on it, and then they like push it in.
Yeah. So they can sort of go like a little bit more evaporated, and then they're able to manipulate the liquid. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a party. So that's what's happening to Granny.
Amazing. Yeah.
And you reasonable people do something.
I love that the first thing Granny's like, body shots.
Cloud body shots?
Yeah, I think Dexter's, kind of quietly chuffed about it. He's not like wanting to be the center of attention, but he's kind of trying to be very gracious and talk to people. I think given the choice, he'd find a core group of like 3 or 4 people that are really into a conversation and find like a corner, sit down, have like more of an in-depth chat with them rather than just be mobbed and surrounded, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a celebrity at a con. He's kind of like trying to damage control the amount of people coming up to him.
It's such a cool.
I think Taryn's awkwardly found herself behind the drinks counter. She sort of started like moving towards the wall to get away from the people, and then in the shuffle found herself behind the drinks counter, is now serving drinks but shaping water and just like making the drinks and stuff look really good. She's like, I don't know how I got here. This is what do I do? And so yeah, she's playing bartender, which incidentally has happened to me at my work function before. So that's like
it almost happened to me at a wedding.
Real thing.
It happened.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I ended up serving drinks at my hen's night, but that was because I walked the wrong way around the bar, discovered I knew the bartender, they realised it was my hen's night, and they were like, pour the drink!
I had so much fun doing it, I just wasn't on the roster to do it at our staff function. I just found myself serving drinks.
Nice.
Did you get paid?
So yeah, no.
Anyway,
So yeah, that's where Taryn is. Taryn is recreating my work function by serving drinks using shape water to make it fun.
Yeah, okay. Amy has follow-up questions in the chat, but I'm sure she'll
That's fair. We'll chat.
Okay, so Granny, like, Zephyr is right there with you. She is fascinated with everything you're doing. She wants to know if this is like an Earth custom, because she's just like really just like on the same vibe as you. She's very carefree, very lively. You know, you wouldn't think this was a girl who came here just determined and stressed and hasn't slept for 2 days, you know? This is a girl who is just living life to the fullest and having a great time. And she is right there on your vibe. So she's following you around, and she's also introducing you to a bunch of people. So, because she knows quite a lot of people from the town, being that she has a store there. So, like, you're doing body shots and stuff. And she's like, oh, by the way, this guy, he's one of my customers. Say hi, Tim. You know, and she's just like, you know, kind of like, and Tim's like, oh my God, you're one of them. Oh my God, this is such an honor to have you drink shots out of my navel. Like, and Granny, as you're like, you lean over to take like this shot out of this belly button, and you're like slipping it up, you feel yourself kind of like, oh, tingly, like, you know, not just, it doesn't just feel like the alcohol, you know, kind of giving you that warm,
tingle,
fuzzy,
something I've never felt before.
Yeah, and it actually does feel like something you've felt before. It feels like those moments when you get recognized, like before. So you felt this once before with Elowen Winwisk's granddaughter here in the sky, when she recognized you and she had that poster of you with the picture, and she was, she was absolutely,
she's so cute though.
Yeah, she was fascinated with you guys, right? Like, it feels the same as that. It's like this warm, fuzzy, tingly, powerful feeling of knowing that all of these people want to know you. All of these people know who you are, and they want to know more about you, and they want to, like, know everything just that you're going to do, because you're suddenly fascinating to them. You know, like, tell me more. What do you drink in the mornings? Oh, I want to drink that too. You know, like, it's like that kind of vibe, right? So you're feeling this, and Granny, you level.
Yeah. Right
Dexter. Dexter, you are in the middle of this like really intense like conversation where they're just asking question after question about, you know, who you were before you were here and where you came from and why you're here, and they want to know everything about like why you're carrying a giant wooden spoon on your back. What's that about? Like, they have so many questions for you. like, are you kind of like answering a bunch of these questions, or are you kind of being vague, or like, how are you, how honest are you being?
I think he's being specific about certain things that aren't going to get him in trouble, but very vague kind of between them, right? He'll be very like detail, like here's the reason, and then just kind of omit a little bit of the context.
Sure. I'm just going to get you to roll me because they are being like, they had an opportunity to ask you direct questions. So roll me a deception roll just to see how good it is that, are they picking up that you're omitting things or not? Yeah.
It was almost a decent roll. And then it bounced again to a nat 1.
Oh, okay. All right. So
this party's gonna get better, y'all. Let's go.
So obviously a couple of things happen here. Like immediately you start getting nervous because, you don't want to tell them everything about why you're here, right? Like you don't know these people, you don't know. There's a lot of things that you've done that wouldn't be considered good. You're on the run from Isen, technically, because the whole of Port Bellis is apparently looking for you because you're a thief. There's a lot of things you don't want people to necessarily know about you. So you're starting to sort of stress and freak out, which is quite obvious to the people around you. So they start sort of patting you and going, oh, it's okay. We're here for you. We do like anything you need. What do you need? They were like, it's okay. You don't have to tell us everything. It's okay that you don't want to.
A lot.
Yeah. So
like a lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah. They know that you're not telling them all the truth, but they don't seem overly concerned. Now you're just like a fascinating mystery man who's not telling them everything. So that's what's happening, right? But also, please roll me a d10 because it was a nat 1 and we have got some chaos going on.
Don't do a 10 now, Dios mío.
Also, come to Twitch for the prop comedy. That was... yeah, you don't get it on the audio.
Okay. Live stream.
So, thanks to Samsara, the suggestion, you are so hungry. You have disadvantage until you eat on all attacks, skill checks, saving throws, and eating takes an action. So if you were in combat, that would be a real problem. As it is, it's out of combat. It's not too hard to solve that one. But you basically are so hungry you can't think. And what this feels like is just a shivering cold. Because you just are overtaken by that very familiar Ziglamel just... freezing cold as the curse demon reaches out and touches you through space and time and just infects you with any kind of chaosy kind of action. And you hear her voice in your head. Are you calling me? I said I was hunting for some information. Like, she literally talks to you because she's confused. Like, are you trying to get me, or is this just you being bad?
Dexter would recognize the voice from the few interactions.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, weird woman. At the moment, I'm just hunting for food. I'm like really hungry. That performance, I think, took it out of me more than I thought. But also, how you been?
And she's like, confused, actually. It turns out that thing in the sky, well, maybe we're after the same thing. But, you go hunt out that food, darling. I'm sure we'll be in touch.
As the people Dexter's sitting with are saying, like, oh, we'll do anything for you. He just kind of points like, you, food, now.
And they do. They go, right? And there's this moment of, like, what is happening? Where you're just like, you, go. They don't hesitate. Nothing like that has ever happened to you before in the monastery, in anywhere. Like, these people are so enamored with everything that you do. They just go, okay, and they scatter. And that, like, gives you this weird sort of warm, tingly feeling that overtakes and shakes off that cold hand of that curse and just washes down you, and you feel yourself grow in power as you look around and you realize... I could tell these people to do something and they would just do it. This is crazy.
They get like, I could get used to this. Every time I ask Granny to do something, she argues with me.
Yeah. So that happens. So we'll leave you kind of there. They definitely bring food back. That's all sorted within quick, smart time. Yeah.
And do I level up as well?
Yes, you level up. Sorry, yes.
Right.
If that wasn't clear. Yeah.
I'll get. We've got to make it clear for the podcast.
Permission granted. Yeah. And so, Taryn, as you're finding yourself, like, behind the bar, serving these drinks, you started out just serving drinks, like, just picking up cups with liquids in them because people were pointing at them. And like that's how you kind of started out. It was just like people were like, can you just pass me that? And then you passed somebody that. And then somebody else was like, can you also pass me 2 of those? And then you passed 2 of those. But to get to 2 of those, you had to go round the table a little bit. And it's like, just kind of ended up with you there, right? This is how this happened. And then as you realize that people, and then people
from work.
People are asking you for drinks and you realize the table's out. Like, obviously someone was supposed to be like, you know, prepping drinks or whatever, and you're asking like, is someone else? Because you're asking like the other lady at the other table who's nearby.
Who's filling the drinks?
Yeah, and she's
what's going on?
She looks over at like where Dexter's sitting, and he's got this little troop of like girls offering him food on platters, and they're not even letting go of the platter. He's literally able to just eat it off the platter while they're holding it. And she's like, I think she's busy. You know, like just sort of eye rolls in your direction.
He's with me, and so are the 2 doing shots over in the corner.
And she's like, oh, you're with that? Like that?
Oh, no, honey, we're not in the corner. We're in the smack bang in the middle.
And she's like,
of the room.
She's like, oh, no, you shouldn't be behind here making drink. No, and she's panickedly looking around for somebody, and then you've got people in front of you just being like, where's the drinks at? So,
it's
what
all
do you
good.
do?
I guess if I can see like an open barrel, I'll just start shaping water and filling cups, just bringing it over, shaping it so it sort of like globs into each of the cups, and then sort of handing it forward. We're gonna at least make it look fancy if we serving drinks.
Cool. So just roll me a quick like Arcana check to see how fancy this looks, right? Like it looks good. You're not gonna fail it, but like if it's like a really high roll, it looks super impressive.
That is a 12 plus 4 for a 16.
Yeah. So you're not just kind of like pulling liquid, because the first couple you just pull liquid out of a keg, and then you hear like a, you know, like a little gasp of these cloud people, these bird people who clearly don't have this kind of control of water, right? They have a lot of control of air and a little bit of control of mist and moisture, but not like big globs.
Like liquid of water.
Yeah.
So I'll start shaping it into different shapes to sort of play around with.
Yeah,
with them
100%.
as they come up.
Yeah, because you've got full control here. You like the air is so weird too. You can make it go for loop-de-loops and all sorts of stuff before you can put it in the glass. And it starts getting crazier and crazier. And so you're getting a crowd kind of around you, all whispering, that's one of the sidebars. Like, they were on stage. They're like famous. Oh my God, I can't wait to get a drink by them. And they're all starting to get really excited about this concept of getting a drink like designed by you. And like some of them are holding out pens. Can you sign my glass? You know, like they're just getting very excited.
What air magic do you use? Like this doesn't do this in water. What is this?
Yeah, and so like again, you're just kind of being like, oh, very overwhelmed by like how many people are here. Going, can you teach? Oh my goodness! Like,
I think
are you from under the water? Yeah,
Taryn's really glad there's a table in front of her blocking off most of the crowd from her direct vicinity.
Yeah. The girl who was supposed to be working shift sort of comes back eventually and looks a little like, oh, you took my job. And then just sort of is like, and just starts helping you, like carrying more barrels towards you and just, you know, like generally kind of doing that. So, so as you like are realizing all these people are just so excited to know you. They want to know your name. They're stoked when they get a signature from you. They want to know like stories about how you managed to do this. Can you always do this? Were you born with doing this? You know, like they just want to know everything, right?
Yeah. So we'll be pretty open about that.
Yeah. So you feel this like little warm glow as you realize the power, the influence that you have on these people right now, and you level up.
And I go to the dark side, Nicketing.
Yeah.
Evil Taryn has entered.
Also, because the audience hasn't heard a lot about Taryn and how she got her magic and stuff, how, like, were you born with it? Does this normal for people under the ocean? Like, you know, in terms of, like, Taryn's lived experience with being able to manipulate water like this, were you unusual or were you normal? I don't know.
I kind of, like, born with it, but it didn't really develop until, like, mid-teens, where obviously she went to the school that she ended up actually working at and then escaping from, the aquarium. So she sort of went full circle and learned how to control the magic and wanted to go back to learn to control the magic from the school. So yeah, kind of born with it, but I guess later developed.
That makes sense.
Yeah, cool. That's good, because I wasn't sure if it did.
Hey, it's your character. And also, sorcerers are usually born with it. # born with it.
Flip.
Sometimes it is Maybelline, though.
Cool. So this whole thing is happening. You're all leveling. I know I've just thrown this at you, so you might not have thought about what it is that you're getting from your leveling. You might be busy already looking at your spells. I don't know what you're doing right now. But if any of you feel like sharing, I'm going to come back to that in the next sort of 10 minutes or so before we end the episode. So you can feel free to do that. Right now, there is another bit of a lull as the ruler walks back out of the meeting that he's had, and he sort of stands on the stage and he seems to be addressing the entire crowd. And so the crowd kind of turns away from you guys for a little bit, stops quite so crazy at party mode, and sort of turns to listen to the ruler. So you guys have a moment here where you're like not completely mobbed by people demanding your attention, so you can kind of decide what you do next. If you stay here, if you sneak out, what are your plans? Are you going to continue here and party all night, or what's the plan?
Depends how long this state lasts for Zephyr and Granny.
You don't know. You're still there.
And is there like a speech by the ruler, or is it just standing there?
Oh, he is going to make a speech, yeah.
Ah, okay.
I was just wondering if you were going to try and sneak out before you heard it, or whether you were going to stay and listen to the ruler's speech, or whether you don't care. You know what I mean?
Whatever the rest of you are planning, Granny is determined to be partying. She has acquired a cowboy hat somewhere, pink one, and there are beads on her. She's wearing some beads, and she's partying, and she's waiting for the frickin' ruler to speak, and very excited, so it'll be hard to get her out of here.
I mean, some Pink Pony Club realness, we can't stop it.
Yeah.
This is gonna, if there's a wall at the back, he's gonna lean on it coolly.
I think Taryn's going to regroup next to Granny, just to keep an eye on her, and Zephyr. So we'll just, slowly walk over. Granny, are you okay?
Granny's handing you a beer and starts yelling, chug, chug, chug. Zephyr's with me.
And sort of
We like to
throw
drink
it
the
over my
Taryn,
shoulder
drink
when
the
no one's
Taryn,
looking.
so-
Like, chug.
I saw that, and I'm like,
That would be such a good trick, actually, to be able to control liquid. Just chug it. Oh, and it's just filtering off into a pot plant nearby or whatever.
That's what D&D is all about, figuring out how to use them spells.
I am adding that to the spells that would be useful in real life list.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not the spells that would violate the Geneva Convention list. It's quite a lot.
Yep. Okay, so as the ruler begins to talk, you're still kind of in the room, sort of there, sort of vibing, gathering, regrouping together. And so you hear him call out, "Kingdom of Sky, suspended high above the earth, we owe our existence to a legendary air elemental named Eriseth, whose mastery over wind and matter shaped the very foundation of life among the clouds. Long ago," and he's really getting into this storytelling mode, long ago,
Granny's like, woo! Sorry. Nobody else's.
Yeah, but you say you woo, and then because the crowd likes you, people all go woo, also. So he's kind of and he's like, "Oh, thank you," because he thinks it's for him. So he's like, yes, thank you. Eriseth transformed the elements of air and earth, weaving together currents of wind and fragments of sky to create the floating islands where life could flourish. His ethereal touch raised the town into the heavens, building it from enchanted stones, airbound trees, and swirling mists, creating the entire realm untethered to the ground below that we stand on today. We owe Eriseth our lives. And here we are at the Festival of Eriseth, celebrating him once more. Cheers to Eriseth! And everybody is obviously well familiar with this. They've all got liquid in a glass, and they're all cheers! Yelling back at him. Except he seems to look pointedly and sharply somewhere near the front of the stage. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
With our new perception stats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's our proficiency bonus.
Not 20.
Oh!
24.
19 on the dice for 24.
My dice is cocked.
Okay.
Hold up.
I just like
for
after
an
so much
11.
partying, we're locked in. Okay.
Okay.
You're still
11.
serving drinks.
You're not 11. You're not sure what's going on. There's too much cheering. There's too much noise. There's all sorts of things going on. 24, dirty. 24. You
Filthy.
definitely think you hear somebody say something like, apart from the fact that we're sinking out of the sky.
Yo, there's so
Like
real.
somebody literally yelling that at the ruler on high. Granny, you look out over at this like figure, and you know exactly who this is. It's the same guy. It's the same guy who kidnapped you.
Sorry. Off screen, can you remind me his name?
Mira? Let me. I know I need
Jesus,
to find this
I said
myself.
my
Sorry.
Murillo?
Murillo.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Yeah, so you just scream his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he snaps his head back at you and he goes, "We're sinking! People are missing! And you are celebrating in your filth!" And then he just like whoosh, like evaporates kind of out of like, you know, and the ruler is like, we're not sinking! Everything is fine. And he's like,
As he
yeah.
says that, can Dexter walk towards him from the back and use his big boy voice to say, "People are going missing. Where is Aurelie, the dressmaker?" And point to other people in the crowd, like, your mothers, wives, sons, daughters. Who in this room has had somebody go missing recently? Put your hands up. We must speak
Zephyr-
out against this.
Zephyr looks at you and goes, "Who?"
Oh dear. Your sister, don't be weird.
I don't have a sister.
Insight check.
Yeah, no, I'm big money insight check on that one.
Yeah, so the audience are all looking really confused because Dexter Clementine has street cred right now, right? Like, people are a big fan, but he seems to be confusing most of the audience. So, like, insight check to see what's going on there. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get advantage on Zephyr because she made a little boo thing?
Sure, I'll allow that for being a little boo thing. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's, yep, cool. Great.
Has anybody got anything to help? Because you're all standing around quite close by, so you could be helping each other necessarily. Yep.
I rolled pretty okay myself, but
Okay. Yep. So what'd you get?
I got 17.
Okay. What did Dexter get?
So with advantage, I got a natural 1, and then I got a 4. So, like, Dexter's just too locked into the moment. He's just like, this is really taking the wind out of my sails. What has happened?
Yeah. Zephyr is looking at you and going, "Don't be silly. I don't have a sister. I've got a really successful store, and I'm an only child, and my parents passed away. I mean, it's just me. You know this. Like, we've known each other for a while now. Like, we're like kind of a thing."
Oh, she admitted it. That's exciting for you, Dexter.
Well, I mean, that's
She's like a little tipsy right now because everybody's a little tipsy right now. She
But
has been
also-
doing
yeah.
body shots with Granny.
But also, she is
Hell yeah.
missing a sister in her
I
memory.
like her.
And
We'll have the what are we conversation later. Right now,
Yes.
this is important.
So Taryn, you're looking at her and there's something off. Definitely off. She absolutely 100% believes she does not have a sister. That information is completely gone. Like, Dexter, you're like, "You're being weird. I don't know what's going on with you. Are you just playing with me?" And you're completely distracted
tipsy,
by
yeah.
the, like, tipsy conversation. Is she just playing with me? Are we actually a thing? You know, like, that whole thing just throws you, right? But, yeah, Taryn, she does not think she has a sister. She is completely confused. And you look at the entire of the audience, and they're all looking at you like, "What? No, we're not missing people. These guys are weird. Like, they're the new ones in town. That how would they even know that we used to have somebody that we clearly don't have?" And then there's like as you look around, Taryn, you can see a couple of confused faces. Like, just a couple of people that are, like, a little more, like, listening to what you're saying, and they seem to be doing things like either looking at fingers where wedding rings would be, or, like, there's a little bit of that, but not a lot. And the ruler catches some of this happening and is like, I don't understand what's going on right now. You guys are being weird. I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna put some entertainment back on for you guys. I know the perfect person to entertain you. It's Caves.
I will attack.
and he seems to be inviting Caves back on stage. Now, what's also been happening at the same time is Caves have already been essentially, you can see them, like, Taryn, again, you can see this, whereas almost nobody else can. Like, as you're glancing around being like, what is happening? Because clearly something is so off. You, like, as soon as that happened, as soon as that guy stood up on stage, which you didn't see, and then Granny seems to be reacting to something was happening behind stage, which is also why you were being distracted. It looked like spellcasters were casting, and is that the sound guy for Caves? And he's already casting, and then, like, you see Mike, and he seems to be casting stuff. You didn't even see Caves, right? And then the ruler goes, I've got the perfect person for you. It's Caves. And literally as he says that, Caves step on stage and the sound starts. It's so seamless. How were they able to be that ready already when that looks like they have to do, like, casting beforehand in order for spells to work, right? Only you clock that. Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20, though. Anyway.
You rolled a nat 20 on your friend, Morella. So you are very distracted by where he went, who he is. Like, you'd be, like, chasing through the crowd right now, which might be why you don't see the stuff on stage.
Oh, I'm just telling everyone about my friends, that's what.
How close is Dexter to the stage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, or you just telling everybody, oh, that's my mate. I know him. He threatened to throw me off a cloud. It's great. We get along great.
Yeah, we had fun. Some good
Glad
times.
fed.
Good times.
Julz, how close would Dexter be to the stage?
You guys were on a wall at the back looking cool. So a fair way away. Like, it's not miles, but it's got a lot of people. Think real crush, like, mosh pit at the front of, like, a Katy Perry concert, and how it's, like, shoulder to shoulder because nobody wants to give up their space. It's like fight through territory.
Gotcha. So to get closer to the stage, we'd have to, like, mosh over them.
Mosh or do something to get through this crowd or over this crowd or whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Can Dexter do a acrobatically kind of crowd surf towards the stage, please?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an acrobatic check. Let's see how you do. Whether the crowd are holding you up or whether you're plummeting down to be trampled on. Let's see.
And again, not to be that guy, the crowd still kind of loves him, right?
Yeah, totally.
I hate to be a rules lawyer, but wouldn't that be charisma?
Or,
just saying.
I'm just saying, would this be with advantage if they're helping him? If the whole crowd is giving the help action?
Sure. The DC is 15 with advantage. There you go.
Okay, that's better. I'm rolling 2 different dice than the one in the font.
I am very influenced today because we're improvising.
Hell yeah. With, newly bumped up stat. That is a 23.
Nice. Yeah, so the crowd is kind of helping, and they're sort of trying to make, like, their hands up, to kind of help. And because you're Monkey Monk, you monkey boy, this type of monkey boy, not this type of monkey boy.
No.
It's all about branding.
You're actually able to see those hands and just, like, dance from hand to hand to hand to hand as you, like, kind of step easily. Monks are so fast, you barely actually even land on one of the hands. They barely even take the weight before you're off again. And so you're almost able to, like, dance across this stage, across this crowd to get to the stage. What are you trying to do when you get there?
As he gets closer, something Dexter pulled on quite a while ago was, so the earth on Isen has been bad. Mm-hmm. Not only to the farmers, to the people, but also to him. Certain people in the party have casted Earth Tremor to make him go unconscious. Still mad about that. And so something he picked up were various spells to do with the earth being bad, but also helping people. So he's got guidance.
Okay.
He's got a frostbite. He also has a spell that I can use once, I think, per long rest. Earth Tremor.
Yes. Okay.
It's a range and area of 10 feet. How close are caves playing to, like, with each other?
Well, they're on a stage which probably would only be maybe like a 5x3-ish kind of meter stage. I don't know, something like that. You know, it's not huge. Well, I suppose it is actually bigger than that because they had acrobatics and all sorts of stuff. So maybe think like 10x5. It's quite a big stage, but yeah. I think you could probably angle it so you could get 2 of them. You can choose which 2 you decide to get.
No,
so you've
this
got,
to any musicians
obviously...
watching. The 2 most important, the lead singer and the lead guitarist.
Okay,
drum and bass can be its own genre.
Wow! Also, but thank you, as the lead singer of my band, thank you. I am the most important. So yes, as you kind of run towards, you wait for one of those moments where as they're playing their song, they kind of do the thing where they sort of almost like, you know, put their backs to each other and they dramatically lean in the middle of the stage, and you wait for that moment, and you get them right there where they're nice and close to each other, and you just whack them both.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this is like a saving throw.
It is a dexterity saving throw. Also,
Okay.
I've been very cheeky up until this point, but let me hit you with something. If you do a surprise attack, you're at advantage to hit. If this is a surprise saving throw, would they be at disadvantage if they're focusing on playing the music and are distracted
that's
and not
a
seeing
fair
the
point.
Earth Tremor coming?
Which is probably good because for Tammy Berg, I just rolled 2 18s. I'm not even kidding. Like 2 18s. So I'll roll again for Lutist Fike Mauler.
Tammy, please.
They got a 5 and a 14, so a 5 it is for being surprised.
Yep.
So Tammy Berg somehow is like not as surprised. Maybe because she's singing and she's trying to connect with the audience, she sees this coming and she's just like, whoa, you know, tries to dive out of the way. But you completely catch the lead guitarist because he's trying to shred and he's concentrating on his solo and yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I will say, so that was 10 feet away. Dexter's still crowd surfing towards the stage.
Oh yeah, still
rapidly.
moving. Yep, still moving, sending out this as you're like going. So how much damage did they take? Or is it just like getting them off their feet or?
It is a 1d6.
Okay, cool.
So it is 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so Tammy takes none?
Yep. So on a failed save, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is not prone.
Cool. So if Fike takes 1. Okay.
Fike. It's flight or flight.
All right, so that was the surprise round. So, crew, I guess, roll initiative?
Oh no.
What?
Because it's not necessarily that I think, you all want to necessarily have a fight here, but if we're going to do turns, we should probably put ourselves in turn order.
Yeah. I'll say. I'm rolling this with advantage as the sort of warning says, warning, musicians ahead.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Hey, it's not the best. 30-something.
I should have done a different leveling up system for this roll.
9.
All right, so what did Dexter get?
13.
And what did Taryn get?
Big ol' 4.
Yo.
Yeah. Bad roll.
Okay, so basically Fike starts to play and he looks like he kind of casts like Tammy a look and like a wee look passes between them and she gives him like a really hard eyebrow and he just shrugs. And so he turns around to you and only casts the first level spell, Charm Person, which is a wisdom saving throw. As he tries to charm you, basically.
Is that to me?
Yes, because you are the one running towards them, casting spells at them.
Well, I got a +2 to this.
Granny and I can just dip. They don't know.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Oh, 11? Okay, you fail.
Oh no.
So basically, You're charmed until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do... No, wait. Until any of the band do something to you, essentially.
Until I take damage, yeah.
Yeah. So basically you regard them as a friendly acquaintance currently. You think that Fike is kind of cool.
In the Rules of Charm Person, it does say I make the saving throw with advantage if me or my companions are fighting.
Oh, that is true. Yes, that is true. I mean, technically they're trying not to fight you, but you seem to be fighting it.
I cast an aggressive spell. That's a 17.
Nice. So you pass.
Yes. Rules lawyer. Always rules lawyer, people.
So again, like Fike like sends out this big like, gun kind of on his loot, and watches it wash over you kind of intently. And as you keep running towards him, still looking like you're about to charge the stage, he looks back at Tammy and just shrugs.
Yeah, I was like, it hits Dexter a little bit. He's a bit charmed. He's like, wait, why am I doing this? Oh, right, yeah. Screw caves.
Yeah, and Tammy does the biggest eye roll you've ever seen, and then is like, and just kind of like looks at you all.
Okay, I'm going to squarely put myself between Fike and Tammy. I will spend one of my, at this level now, 8 key points to do a flurry of blows. Yeah, 2 towards each, basically. Key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. Yeah, so action to do 2, bonus action to also do 2. Roll them all up. Okay, so for the Fikester, that is a 9 and an 18 to hit.
18 hits, for sure. 9 does not.
And for Tammy Jammy, that is 16 and 24.
24 hits. So 16. 16 hits.
Well, I was going to say, what kind of AC does Tammy have?
She usually can buff herself, but she wasn't exactly expecting this.
Always have the element of surprise. So Fike takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and Timmy takes, in total, having to do maths on my day off, 14 points. I'll also spend another key point. Do I just... Oh, no, because I think he's already cast something, so I think Tammy's going to respond. I'll also do a stunning strike. Can I get Tammy to make a DC 13 con save?
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Silvery
Of course you
barbs.
did.
Oh! No, can I do that on a save, actually? Let me have a look.
I believe so.
Yeah, I just magically distracted character and I must roll and use the low roll. As long as I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can?
Yes. Silvery barbs.
I rolled a 16. What was it? What was the type of...
It is a...
Well, my one's a con save.
Well, it's not so much. It's just a reroll. Use the lower roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So a con save.
But you can grant advantage now as well.
Yes. Kasia, Granny can have an advantage because you will be coming up next.
Sure, that would be nice.
I didn't actually finish. I didn't finish building these because I really didn't think that you were going to fight them right now. So I only have like AC spell saves, like spell casting, like some basic notes, and I'm like, I don't know what a con would be. And you know what? I'm just going to say that she doesn't have an extra con. Fine.
A 16 still makes her whatever, so long as it's not a -4. She makes the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's always almost time, so you could just interrupt.
I rolled a 16. Let's just call it a 16.
You can fix it in post later.
Yeah.
My defense, Dexter already didn't like caves. They've casted a thing on him before, casted a thing on Granny now, and now everyone's forgetting that they've lost people. He thinks caves is behind this. He goes into attack mode. He's trying to stop caves from a mass gaslight.
Yeah, so Granny, you still feel friendly towards caves.
Yes.
From earlier as well.
Yes, but can I argue that I feel friendlier towards Severin?
Oh.
Sorry, towards Dexter. I'm sorry.
I go to me.
As in, could I try and break free from this? I'm very happy for you to say no, but I'm feeling like Granny would kind of see Dexter doing that and be like, huh.
The actual charmed effect has a time frame. So you couldn't necessarily break free of that. But that's not to say that you couldn't try and help Dexter do something. You know what I mean? Like, you probably wouldn't directly attack Caves, but I think you would help Dexter do whatever
so
Dexter
like,
is
what
trying
a cool
to do.
prank against my friends kind of situation.
Yeah, kind of vibe. Like,
Right.
you know, I don't think
Yeah.
that you would be likely to go and do violence against Caves right now, but you would be like, you know, Dexter is my friend. I want to help him do whatever he wants to do because that seems fun.
Prank, like
I
custom
was
sword
thinking
whip.
if Granny is obviously inebriated and I'm just justifying what I'm about to do. I am super friendly towards caves, but I'm inebriated and I have stupid ideas and I'm also helping Dexter, which means I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. I'm gonna make it even more awesome, and I put a spotlight on the cave closest to Dexter by casting Moonbeam.
I knew it was going to be...
Okay.
So
I mean,
it's like, whoa!
This is great to find out if any of them are a shifter. That's fun.
Yes, so it just lands on top of somebody.
Somebody.
Who's the closest to Dexty?
The closest type, and I guess Fike and Tammy are out the front. So
Okay, I don't like the sound.
What spell level is counterspell?
Counterspell. Oh.
Starts at 3, I think.
What spell level is Moonbeam?
Well,
I'm literally
it's
asking because of
4
counterspell.
now.
Gotcha.
We're fucking it up.
Second.
Lollies.
Wait, is it? Yeah, it's 4. Wait,
It's
is
4?
It is. No, wait. Can I? The heck
Can you-
is happening?
Can you upcast Moonbeam? I don't...
I don't. I have second level Moonbeam. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, second level.
Okay.
Second
In which case, a
which-
third level counterspell would do it.
You can upcast it. It does more damage. Literally another D10 for
at
however
high
many
level.
times.
Oh, so I want to cast it at 4 because I have a 4th level.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
That
gonna
would be
do that.
yeah,
'cause-
hell of a spotlight.
Yeah, cool. That's me casting Moonbeam. Cast. What does it do even?
Okay,
just casts.
so if it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Levels 4.
And this can't be silvery barbs.
14.
Annoying.
No. I've also used my
Okay.
reaction for it, so I can't use it this round. Anywho.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have advantage? No, that's not advantage, is it?
Okay, so the spell's level is 4, the DC is 14. I just rolled a 17 without having to add anything. I don't know if you add anything, but I rolled a 17. So essentially from the back end is a counterspell. Getting rid of the Moonbeam.
But it looked so cool.
It would have.
bummed.
Yes.
Oh, it didn't even appear. Did it?
Well, it started to kind of appear. This is how I imagine counterspell
Yeah.
works, because otherwise how do you know what is kind of happening? Like, they can see your hands, they can see you making the words, and then the sky kind of parted a little bit with the clouds, and the moonlight started to get really bright, and then they were like, nope. And there's like a big old wave, and now your, what is his name? Misko Descally is in the fight, because Misko Descally is the caster that is usually making their spells and their sound a lot louder and more powerful. He is a very powerful caster. So he is just like, no.
Mix your desk.
Counterspell these fists, Mixo.
Anyway.
Yeah. And is that your turn? Because you've only used a spell, right? Like, you haven't
I used a
moved, you haven't
spell.
done any bonus actions or anything like
I
that.
think I'm just moving towards the front because I'm still partying, so I'm just trying to like get there.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. But yeah, not aggressively.
And so Tammy Berg's turn, and she turns to you all. And as she sees Dexter coming, you see her mouth the words, like she doesn't say it out loud. And she mouths the words to you. Roll a perception check to see if you understand, like, what she's saying, because she's not going to say it out
on
loud.
what she said the last time you saw her, but
to read
say
lips,
it.
huh?
Do I see this? Or is it just Dexter?
maybe, like, she's doing it in Dexter's direction. If you're behind Dexter, then she'd be sort of doing it in your direction. You're just a lot further away from the stage to be able to see what her mouth is doing. You know what I mean?
I was just checking. An annoying feat I like to take from some characters is Observant, where you can just read lips.
I do have that feat.
Oh, then you'd be able to know this instantly, right?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I'll take a 22.
Okay, cool. So as you sort of read this, you realize she's saying, not now, not here, help me, but not now. Like, you know, like she's saying, that's what she's saying to you. And then she says, and she also ends it with, sorry. And she seems to be casting a spell. And you realize that, like, energy and magic aura is building around her in an incredible way. And those of you who are spell casters, feel free to roll me an Arcana check as you're watching this happen.
Technically, Dexter is? not from class, but from feat. Should he still roll Julz?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can actually sort of cast... Because you can cast, like, frostbite and stuff, eh?
Yeah, frostbite, guidance,
yeah. So you've got some arcane.
Still got an 8. It doesn't mean he's not a doofus about magic.
Yeah. You just have never seen anything like this.
Oh, no.
You know?
I don't know, man. Tammy's making a lot of demands for someone I don't like.
That's 19 for Taryn.
Taryn, this is bad magic. This is the sort of magic, I don't know how you know this. Apparently you know this, so this must be part of your backstory somehow.
Read a lot of books at school.
Read a lot of books?
This is the sort of magic that happens when somebody gives up their soul. For something. For promises. For, you know what I mean? It's the sort of magic where somebody has lost part of themselves in order to gain. And she is casting, and it's building, and you can almost see, like, this darkness, this creeping flame, this, like, kind of aura of, like, yes, feed me, yes, kind of building behind her as she's, like, moving her arms and, like, getting ready to unleash something terrible. You know it's going to be terrible on everyone. And that's where we're going to end our episode. That's the end of the
episode. And what? What's happening?
Yep. We're going to have to come back and find out next time what it is that Tammy Berg is casting and why she is casting so darkly.
I don't know, but I've been holding a spell for 30 minutes.
I know, I'm so sorry, Taryn. I realize you rolled so badly you didn't even get a turn. But, you know.
Look, you're holding a spell, you're making a mojito, you're pouring some shots.
Look, we're at the end of the episode. It's going to be done. You know, like, we've been recording for an hour.
I know.
So when
Julz,
we come...
how many times have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters? Tell me now.
Oh, so many times. It's great.
Once per
Actually,
member.
I love that caves already existed and I already had a whole thing, and then K-pop Demon Hunters came out and I was like, it's like someone read my brain and made a TV show.
Yes.
Nice.
You cannot imagine how stoked I am about we will get viewership.
So, thank you so much for joining us on our adventure today, and we hope to see you again. If you are listening to this podcast on the podcast app of your choice, maybe come along to the live stream to catch the action directly as it happens. We stream every second Wednesday. It ends at 7:30 NZDT. It helps if I say the time first and not the what region we're in. And we would really, really love to see you there. Any Isen newses to plug? I don't know. Is there any Isen news to plug? I was at Parmageddon, and it was really fun. And nobody asked about Isen, which I was really sad about.
Oh, I know what we can plug. If anyone is by any chance listening from Edinburgh or that area, Finn is there. Finn, our Hamlet, is doing Lord of the Zings. I sent all my friends because I lived in Edinburgh. And I'm just sending all of them there. And what you need to all do is when you go, you say, hello, can I go backstage? I have a message from Quintella Spaghetti. And then give them a piece of paper folded in four, folded twice, that just say you smell like brook flower.
Nice.
That's my
Definitely
mission for all of you.
Definitely
And
do
if
that.
one person does that per show, Finn will lose
It'd
his
be
mind.
great.
Yeah. It'd be awesome.
He'll
That's
start to
definitely some
question
very
reality.
wholesome Isen news to plug. It was Parmageddon was really fun. I was like hoping to meet some Isen fans, but didn't really get to. But I tell you who I did meet, who I'm really excited to tell you about. JD has obviously moved up there, Julz Daniel, and so I bumped into Julz at Parmageddon, and you know what? JD is doing really well, sends loads of love, crushing the whole, studying thing, crushing the whole living up there thing. I'm not going to spoil secrets because JD's life is JD's life, but just trust me when I say looks really good, is doing really good, misses us dearly, and is hoping to come back at some point, maybe for a special guest episode. But it was just so lovely to give them a big hug and find out everything that is going on in their lives. And they think of all of us like with a real fondness and miss us. So it was really nice.
But they're not a fan, though.
No, apparently not. No.
There's no chat of Isen.
They can still join the Patreon to be in our amazing Discord.
Thank you. Many amazing people are involved with the production of this podcast, and I'm incredibly grateful for their hard work and dedication every single episode. And I want to give a big shout out to my partner in crime, Brad Zimmerman, who also asked in chat, is JD not an Isen fan? Editor of the polished episodes you hear and responsible for the design of World of Isen in Book 1. Thank you so much to Amy Ward Art, our glitteriest moderator, keeping our live streams chat a wholesome and hilarious place to be. I saw that you got to swing your glittery sword tonight, Amy, so well done on that. Also, Amy designed some of our artwork for our blessed, glorious NPCs like Gloria, Krista Shawn, and has now threatened to draw Dexter Clementine as a monkey boy.
How many times do I gotta say this?
Thank you to Samsara for helping me set up the OBS stream and making it very smooth. Haunted Sandwich Art for character art. They designed for the sidebars. AMS Photography for capturing our players in real life. And here's one I forgot to actually prepare earlier, but I'm going to actually do it because it's going to mean something very soon. Thank you to Josiah Johnson, who has done a whole load of work basically drawing the wider Isen continent. And I'm getting really excited. I'm going to have those turn up on my doorstep very soon, and I will be able to share with you not just the Isen continent, but all of the extras that Brad did in Book 1. So you'll be able to see all the extra islands and the frozen, continent and all the things that Brad created in that Book 1. So I'm really, really excited to be able to share that very, very soon. So thank you, Josiah. He's hand drawn them, literally pin, so they look really cool. Thank you to our Kiwi RPG for always plugging what we do and always being super supportive. I encourage you to visit their website to find other Kiwi creators that you need to know about. And I will show a little plug. Thank you to BD&D for always shipping me to various Armageddons completely for free. I appreciate you. They let me crash on the couch. They let me hang out at their stall, and all they ask is for me to sell some stuff to some people, which I appreciate very much. It's a much cheaper way to be at a convention. So thank you for that. And of course, this podcast wouldn't be able to keep going without our Patreons who keep the lights on in Isen HQ and make Fate of Isen Discord a super delightful home on the internet. We are incredibly grateful for your support. So thank you to Alex White, Robertson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin. I'm doing this off the Patreon list and it's wrong. Sam Malcolm, Kay, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Squish, Malcolm dead. Malcolm Crow is dead for most of the Sixth Sense. Alexander Leckites, Case the Fox, Ezekiel, Tara Borelli, Christian Holswich, Disturbed 1NZ says the real life When of the Forgotten says, remember the forgotten. Well, he said meow, but we all know what he means. Lyndon Hood. Hashtag Paul Smells. Hashtag seriously was robbed. How do you get a man with one arm out of a tree. Erika, Jayne, Aaron Gilgren, Danielle the Tea Lady, Lady of the Tea. Unless you like bitter tea, don't squeeze your tea bags. P.S. Love your work, Julz. That's nice in the middle of the Patreon list for Time to Die at D&D podcast. The answer, Oz, of how do you get a man with one arm under the tree is wave. Hashtag stuff is cool. And Maya and Liship. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon members. We appreciate you dearly. And just for $2 a month, you could also join the exclusive Discord and become one of those mini fans hanging out in there having a good time. And before we go, as always, we just want to remind you, if you have a hankering for dice in your life, especially the ones that are rolling like mine tonight. I was rolling hot tonight. I was rolling some pretty dice tonight, and they were delivering for me. So if you need some delivering dice, you want fanrolldice.com. Use the promo code FATEOFISIN. You can get 10% off your entire order, which is a little mwah, we love you from us.
Are they just as stackable? Nope.
Apparently those ones aren't stackable.
No, so those ones...
I got a 3-stack. That wasn't too bad.
Thank you again so much for being here with us tonight. We really appreciate you tuning up every couple of weeks to be here live. It literally changes the outcome of the episodes, as you now know. So, you know, and you never know when that's going to be. So you've got to attend everyone. E noho rā, everyone. E roha nui. Goodbye. We'll see you again soon. Ka kite.
Goodbye. You're muted. So go to Scotland.
I said move to Scotland, but I think it's visit Scotland.
Go to Scotland.
It.
Don't be muted.
Mute yourself to Scotland. Mute yourself in the Highlands of the old country.
Mute New Zealand, go to Scotland. Yes.
Go to Scotland. Freedom.
We're out. You chaos monsters.